As long as your listeners know that Trest is the best, that's all that really matters.
Well, I think they know that. Welcome to a Love in Brief short announcement. I love when we have new information to share and exciting things coming to the ABDL community. And a week or so ago, I posted a picture on resonantyes.tumblr.com that got a bunch of positive attention because it was announcing the new colors from Trest. And I took a picture with Lola and then some with the new colors, but I wanted to have the Trest folks on just to talk about that and something else that's pretty exciting in the Trest world. So, welcoming back Fuck Croutons to Love and Brief. Welcome back.
What's up?
I'm so excited about this because I got to try them, and one of the little perks of doing this podcast is that sometimes y'all send me something early, and holy moly, I am a little bit enamored with these colors. So, tell me, what was the idea behind the new colors, and what are the new colors for those who haven't seen them?
Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to thank you for being like a very advocate of our Trest colors and Trest completely. We really appreciate it, and we're happy to announce the new green. So it's like a mint green and like a lilac purple that we just came out with, and
Yeah.
we also came out with the blue and pink. So that was in January. And yeah, we're super excited to have new products because we've been working on these colors like very precisely because we know that a lot of people like certain colors not to be too bold and like
Mm-hmm.
just we really wanted to get that mint green and that like kind of like baby green and then like that baby purple. So
Yeah, it was really nice to have colors that not only, like, particularly with regard to the mint green, that not only remind me of some of my favorite sort of vintage medically dips. So for me, that was like the real fun part, but also to have colors that weren't sort of explicitly pink and blue. We see so much that are pink and blue and pastels, and you brought this mint green that reminds me of like the vintage Attends that I've been sort of wanting forever and held on to a couple of, and this beautiful lilac purple. And I'm curious, like, how did you arrive at those two specific colors?
yeah, we just really liked the idea of soft colors, and we've always got really good feedback about having soft colors. Something that's a little too bold might not be aesthetically as pleasing for even like the regular person who just wants something that kind of looks cute. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
we definitely tried to go as neutral as possible while you know accommodating for people who really like soft colors. So
Yeah, what was nice again is that, like, from an AB perspective, I've seen people just super stoked about it, right? Because it does have that sort of babyish feel. From a DL perspective, it also, the green ones in particular, sort of pulled me back to some of those early dips that I saw when I was growing up that are more in that medical space. And because it's not these big, loud colors, it feels really accessible to me too. I'm also curious what the reception has been like because they've been out for a little bit now, for a couple of weeks at least. How has the reception been?
yeah, thank you for touching on the colors. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you like them. That's you're a number one fan, so we definitely want to
That
come.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, what was the last part of that
Yeah, how's the
question?
reception been since you put it out there? How has the response been?
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback from both colors. The purple seems to be like a lot softer than other ones that have come out, so that's good. But the green one is huge. A lot of people haven't seen a green one for a really long time, so it's really cool to see the feedback on that really soft green. The same with the blue. The like we've got a lot of good feedback from the blue as well
Yeah.
because the blue is very similar in how soft it is and how
Mm-hmm.
precise we really wanted to make those colors that are not really specifically have been done kind of colors. So
Yeah, the
uh,
blue is like this beautiful like powder blue. It's really really nice. As you said, it's really a soft color versus, like, let's say North Shore has a blue that's like polka dots and very kind of intense blue. There's a dark blue Megamax. They're all great, but this one really hadn't been done before. The blue and the lilac is the same deal. It's not the purple that we saw from North Shore in their Supreme Lights. This is kind of its own thing. And I think it's out of the park. I think it's great. And I think folks probably may undersell the amount of work required to release a color and how precise you have to be in the manufacturing process. So it might be like, yeah, what's the big deal? It's just new colors. But like that took months to make that happen.
Yeah, because you get the inside scoop. We told you how long it took in the
Hmm.
process for sure. It's just nailing down that exact, because when you see colors, you don't know that there's a backsheet involved. Like when you're getting it manufactured, you have to make sure like it looks well on the backsheet as well, not just like a color on a piece of paper, right? So it's yeah, it took a little bit for sure, but we're happy to always do that. And if anyone has any feedback, absolutely reach out to us and let us know how bad we're doing, how good we're doing,
Mm.
whatever you want to say. If you just want to say I don't look good today, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it if I don't look good today. Just tell me I look great all the time. That's very helpful. And so the colors are part one, but there's also another announcement that's more on sort of like a financial front that you wanted to fill us in on that I get particularly excited about for those who know how I spent my funds at end of year.
Yeah.
So tell us about the announcement, then I'll share that little story.
Yeah.
What's the
So
new news?
we are now HSA, FSA approved, so you can
Woohoo!
use that to buy any of our products for Trest, and that's available on Amazon right now. So just on Amazon.com, or you can go to trestcare.com and you can find our link there.
I'm stoked about that. At the end of last year, I had a couple $100 left on my FSA, and it's very precise. Like to get qualified for that is not an easy task, and so there wasn't a lot for me to choose from. And so I went on Amazon and I went for the one dip that was available to me that I liked, which is an M4. Don't get me wrong, love M4s, they're classic. But to buy a couple $100 worth at a time, few $100 worth at a time was like a lot. And if I had had some options there, especially something like this, I would have gone nuts. So N equals one. I am super stoked about this change. I'm guessing I'm not going to be the only one. And you're saying that's right now. You could start that right now. You don't have to wait till the end of the year to do that.
Yep, for sure. So if you'll see it on our page that it's approved for HSA, FSA, and I think there's a way you can even search it on the eligibility for those in their back end. They
Hmm.
actually like release uh they actually release a newsletter saying all the products that are, and you'll see all Trust products are approved for it. So
Yep, that's how I did it. I went through the FSA sort of approval list, right? So it'll be
yep.
amazing to see Trest on there. And you said Amazon and trestcare.com.
Yeah, so it will show you the link from trestcare.com. In the future, we're actually going to be able to order directly from our website. We're just working on that, trying to get the kinks worked out for that because we had some issues. But that will be an option, and we increased the size of our tapes in the fall. So if you haven't heard from us or seen our products, we actually increased the tape size, which has actually been really good and a lot of good feedback because of how difficult it is for the capacity to get full.
Hmm.
And, you have a lot of issues with the tapes being ripped off.
Hmm.
Increasing the tapes actually helped it a lot. So that's another thing we worked on for sure. A lot of feedback from the community for that. And we really tried to increase the tape size because the tapes are already really strong, but we just had issues with how much surface area for the
Hmm.
the pounds of the product.
Yeah, I mean you were being delightfully euphemistic about it, but essentially, when your dip weighs 9 pounds, you need better tapes. And
Yeah.
I mean, those things because the capacity is just so huge, right? Like that can happen that they're super heavy, and so it's nice to have that extra support.
Right. And obviously we never recommend always, max capacity, but if
Right.
there's a situation where it does happen, yeah, like we wanted to make sure the tapes would hold. So
Yeah. So, any other exciting surprises? There's something coming down the pipe. I like to be let in early and share with our listeners on Love and Brief. Anything else you got in the skunk works?
yeah, we're working on multiple things at once, and I would love to just tell you everything that we're working on. But if something that doesn't work out, which we've had stuff not work out, and
Mm.
good thing we didn't mention it before because then we would get people's hopes up. But we have a lot of things in the works, even on the ABDL side. But yeah, I'll
Oh,
just say that much, and hopefully in the
oh,
next couple months we have something new releasing.
you're just gonna leave us hanging like that, huh? Well,
Yeah,
when
I'm
it
sorry.
happens, call me first. I really want folks to know about that.
Absolutely, yeah, you're gonna be the first to know.
Woohoo! Well, FC, thank you. This is a real quick short from us, but anytime we have new news in the community and especially in the world of really killer products, I like to share it. So thanks again. And we've got another episode of Love and Brief coming up, the more traditional long form episode coming up here in just a bit, but had to get the news out. And best of luck to you with the two new colors in the FSA HSA thing. Appreciate you coming on and talking with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we really appreciate always the opportunity to let the community know like what we're doing and what we're trying to improve. You can reach us at Trest Care at all social medias, and also the ABDL shop at all social media, and abdlshop.com as well. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much, FC. And we'll see you guys next time on Love in Brief.